Be me, 28, spent way too long flirting with a girl named Julie. She had this way of looking at you mid-conversation like she was already bored of everyone else in the room. Dangerous kind of charisma, the kind that makes you ignore red flags because it feels like you've been chosen. She wasn't loud or dramatic, just sharp and magnetic. We hit it off fast. Long texts at night, random memes in the middle of the day. I'd be out with friends and find myself checking my phone, hoping she'd text. And when she did, it always gave me that stupid dopamine rush. The problem was, she never stayed consistent. She'd go from telling me how easy I was to talk to suddenly going cold for days, sometimes weeks. No explanation, just distance. First few times I brushed it off. Told myself she's busy or stressed or bad at texting. Then it became a pattern. Whenever things started feeling close, she'd disappear. Then pop back up with something lighthearted like, "Miss talking to you." I'd always fall for it. Pick up right where we left off. It was like emotional fishing. She'd reel me in, then toss me back, and I just kept swimming back into the hook. The first few times I let it slide. By month 6, I wasn't even mad anymore, just weirdly numb. In hindsight, I should have seen it for what it was. Some people flirt for connection, others flirt for validation. She was clearly in the second category. But back then I convinced myself she was just guarded, that if I was patient, she'd open up. Truth is, I didn't stay because she was perfect. I stayed because she was hot. Over the next year, she'd start talking to me again on 3 separate times. Every time, same outcome. She'd flirt like crazy for a while, then act like I was a stranger. At one point, I even asked her directly if I'd done something wrong. She said, "No, I just don't like things feeling too easy." Bro, what does that even mean? I didn't realize until later that was her entire philosophy on dating. The second something felt real, she'd sabotage it. Maybe she liked the chase more than the connection. I thought if I played along long enough, she'd finally pick me. The whole mess lasted from one winter to the next, 12 months of almost and maybes. After about a year, I was burnt out. Felt like I wasted 12 months, so I stopped texting, muted her stories, ignored her birthday. She noticed too. One night she messaged, "You're quiet lately." I just said sorry I'd been busy. She didn't respond. That was the end. It was like leaving a job without giving notice. Strange mix of guilt and relief. Still saw her sometimes. Mutual friends meant our social circles overlapped constantly. Weddings, birthdays, housewarmings. Usually avoided eye contact. Sometimes we'd make brief small talk. Always surface level. Once or twice she'd get drunk and come up to me saying stuff like, "Remember when we used to talk all the time?" One of my friends told me after that I'd probably dodged a bullet. One of her exes shot himself after dating her. I laughed really hard thinking he was joking, but he looked dead serious. Dated a few people after, nothing serious until I met Roz. Met her on Bumble, straightforward, easy to talk to, no mixed signals. That quickly became my type. We started dating. Within months, everything felt natural. No overthinking, no waiting 3 days for a reply. Honestly, what got me hooked was when I'd play Ratchet and Clank 2. I told her it was my all-time favorite game. She then asked me a million questions about it, then bought me a statue of the thug leader for my birthday because she thought it was the funniest character. After a year, I proposed. She said yes before I finished the sentence. We were sitting on the couch that night posting the photo, ring and focus. Caption was, "Forever starts now." About half an hour later, my phone starts lighting up. 30-something notifications, all from friends and family, but there's a lot from Julie. First message, "I'm happy for you." Second, "Did you do this to make me jealous?" Then paragraph after paragraph of emotional chaos. One message said she was happy for me. The next said I'd betrayed her. 2 minutes later, she asked if I still had her playlist saved. Emotional pinball at its finest. Read them out loud to Roz. She looked both amused and confused. Asks, "Who is that?" I tell her the story. The year of nonsense. The hot and cold. The weird flirt limbo. I'm a bit of a jealous type. Roz isn't at all. She says, "Ask her why she's messaging you now." So I do. "Why are you reaching out after all this time? You barely spoke to me for a year straight." She replies instantly, "Because I wanted you to chase me." I just stare at the screen. It's one of those sentences that hits so wrong it makes you laugh. I show Roz. She's shaking her head. I type, "You wanted me to chase you, so you ignored me?" She says, "Yeah. I wanted to see how much I meant to you." I reply, "Guess you found out." She sends one more. "Well, I'm the real prize and you know it. You better make your mind up quick before you don't get another chance." As if my engagement was just a creative way to get her attention. Show Roz again. We're both laughing at this point, stunned at the mental gymnastics. Roz says, "Block her, right now." I don't hesitate.